Hello everybody, welcome to Yoga for Self-Love with Kim. I am Kim. This will be a short, quickie, gentle practice to open up through our hips, the backs of our legs, our feet, and we will use a strap for our practice, so please grab a strap if you have one, or a belt, or bathrobe tie or sash or something like that that you can use. And find your way to your mat. Bring yourself down onto your back. We'll start with a quick Shavasana. So you can extend legs down the mat, take arms out to the sides. If you prefer, you can bend your knees, plant your feet on the mat, point the knees up towards the ceiling if that feels better for your low back. So find your Shavasana, and we'll just pause here before we start to move. Just take a moment here to check in with yourself and notice how you feel today. Notice anything that you bring to the mat with you. And bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. As always, I invite you to bring in the intention to be gentle, kind, patient, loving, and compassionate with yourself as you move through this practice. Let everything relax, your whole body, from your feet all the way up to the crown of your head. And then release your hands. If you had your eyes closed, you can flutter the eyes open. Draw both knees into your chest. Take hands to knees or shins. Take the inner edges of your feet together, inner legs together. Roll your knees around in a few little circles. And then switch the direction of your circles. And then bring the knees back to center. And now open your knees. The soles of the feet will come together. Reach your hands inside of your legs and just grab a hold of what's accessible to you, your ankles or your shins. So you can allow the knees to fall out to the sides. And then just take a breath or two here, finding this opening through your hips. You could rock yourself from side to side. And then you can stay with this, or you could take it into a happy baby. Send your feet up towards the ceiling, bend the knees. You can keep the hands on the ankles or the shins, or if it's accessible, you can reach your hands up for your feet, inner edges, outer edges, heels, calves, shins. And again, you can stay at center, or you can gently rock yourself from side to side. And then bring yourself to center. Release your feet. Draw your knees into your chest. Take your hands out to your sides in a T formation. And then drop both knees over to your right side. And extend your left leg out. So that left leg will lift up off of the right leg to hover. Flex that left ankle. Reach out through that left foot. And at the same time, reach the left hand away from the left foot. And then bend the left knee, stack it back on top of the right, drop both knees in to center, and then drop both knees over to the left side. Extend out through the right leg or top leg. And as you do that, reach the right arm away from the right leg. And then bring yourself back into center and over to the right side again. Extending out through the top leg, left leg, and reaching out through that left arm. Left hand and left foot reach away from each other. And then sweep the left foot down towards the bottom of the mat, 45-ish degree angle, and reach the left arm up and away. And then slowly begin to bring that left leg all the way down to the mat. Bend the right knee, hug it in towards your chest. And then release, draw both knees into your chest again. We'll drop the knees over to the left side and now extend the top leg out. Reach the right arm and the right leg away from each other. And then sweep that right leg down towards the bottom corner of your mat. As you do that, reach the right arm up and away from the right foot. And then continue to sweep that right leg all the way down to the bottom of the mat and hug that left knee into your chest. And then drop both knees into your chest. We'll send both legs up towards the ceiling now. Flex the ankles and point the toes and roll your feet back and forth, flexing, pointing, flexing, pointing. Grab a hold of your strap. And then you can bend the knees for a moment. Take the strap underneath the balls of your feet and then send your legs back up towards the ceiling. Gently pulling down on the strap. Elbows reach down to the mat, shoulders relaxed. You're going to spread the feet out so feet come wide. Imagine that you could plant your feet on the floor, so feet are pointing up. And then pull the feet back in. And then keep the right foot in your strap and begin to lower the left leg down to the mat. Leg can come all the way down to the mat, and then gently pull on the strap with both hands, pressing up through that right heel as you gently pull down on the strap. And then we'll bend the left knee, step that left foot into the strap next to the right foot, and then begin to pluck out the right foot, send the right leg down the mat, pressing up through that left heel, gently pulling down on your strap. And then again, we'll bend the right knee, send the right foot back up into the strap. Right foot stays in the strap, and again, lower left leg down to the mat. And gently pulling on the strap, pressing up through that right heel, activating through the back of this right leg. And then other side one more time. Left foot steps back up into the strap, and you release that right leg down to the mat. Gently pulling on the strap, pressing up and out through that left heel. And then you can release, remove the strap, send both legs up towards the ceiling and begin to pedal out your legs. And as you pedal your legs, you can lower the legs down towards the mat and then pedal your legs back up towards the ceiling. And then back down a few times, pedaling the legs up and down. Next time you pedal the legs back up, send both heels up towards the ceiling, flex the ankles, bend your knees, draw your knees in towards your armpits, take your hands to your feet again, or your ankles or your shins. Find this happy baby. Find that gentle rock side to side. And then release your feet down to the mat. Take soles of the feet together. Open your knees out to the side. Supta Baddha Konasana, or cobbler's pose. Breath or two here. And then pick up your knees, walk your feet wide to outer edges of your mat, knock your knees in towards each other. Lift your knees back up, draw right knee into your chest, send the left leg up towards the ceiling, slowly lower that leg down towards the mat, then bend the left knee, draw it in towards your chest, release the right knee, send that right foot up towards the ceiling. Lower leg releases down towards the mat to hover. Bend the right knee, pull it into your chest, send your left leg up. Lower that left leg down to the mat to hover. Bend the left knee, pull it into your chest. Right leg moves up towards the ceiling again. Lower that right leg down to the mat to hover. Pull the right knee into the chest. Left leg moves back up to the ceiling. Send that left leg down the mat to hover. And then pull the left knee and both knees into the chest now. Hands to knees or shins again, inner legs together. Find those little circles again with your knees, little lower back massage. And then other direction, circling the knees around. And then send your legs up. Arms come down alongside the body. Holding here in this little inversion. Relax your shoulders, relax through your jaw. And then release your feet down to the mat. Send your legs back down the mat, finding your Shavasana. And you can bring one hand to belly, one hand to heart again. We will come back to our intention to be gentle, kind, patient, loving, and compassionate with ourselves. Turn up the corners of your lips into a smile. And then bring the legs together. Reach your arms up overhead. Stretch your whole body long, fingers to toes. And then relax everything. Roll yourself over to one side. Use your hands to press yourself all the way up. And we'll bring it up into a comfortable seat. Take your palms together at your heart, and thank you so much for sharing this short, quickie, gentle practice with me today. Hope it helped. With love and gratitude, namaste.